There is a kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. A weariness that sits in your bones and refuses to leave no matter how many nights you rest your head on the pillow. And if you have ever felt that, if you have ever woken up in the morning and felt like you never truly rested, then I believe this message was meant to find you, not by accident, but by design. Because God sees more than what you show the world. He sees past the smile you wear in public, past the words you use to convince others that everything is under control. He sees the version of you that cries in silence, the version that carries questions too heavy for anyone else to hold. And I want you to know something important right now. You are not fooling him with your strength. He knows when you are tired. He knows when you are holding it together by a thread. He knows that some of you have been saying, "I am fine," for so long that you forgot what fine even feels like. And here is what I sense in my spirit as I speak to you today. God is not distant from your pain. He is not watching from a throne of silence while you struggle. He is moved by what you have been carrying. And there is something stirring in the heavens right now that has everything to do with you. Let me take you somewhere in the scriptures that will help you understand. In the book of Exodus, the people of Israel were in a situation that looked impossible from every angle. Behind them was an army ready to drag them back into bondage. In front of them was a body of water they could not cross. They had no boats, no weapons, no backup plan. They were stuck. And not just stuck in a physical place, but stuck in a moment of complete helplessness. And I believe some of you know exactly what that feels like. You have tried everything within your power. You have applied for jobs, made the calls, had the conversations, prayed the prayers, and still, the door did not open. Still, the answer did not come. Still, the situation did not change. And now you are standing there wondering if God even hears you anymore. But here is what happened next in that story. God spoke, and he told them to be still, not because he wanted them to give up, but because he was about to move in a way that did not require their effort. He told them that the Lord would fight for them, that they would see deliverance that day. And what I want you to notice is that God did not wait for them to be strong. He did not wait for them to figure it out. He moved precisely because they had nothing left. And that is where some of you are right now. You have nothing left. You have exhausted your options, your energy, your hope. And God is saying that this is the moment. This is the place where I step in. Because when his children are cornered, something rises within him. Not anger toward you, but anger toward what has been cornering you. And I need you to hear that clearly today. God is not mad at you for struggling. He is not punishing you for being human. He is not looking at your weakness and shaking his head in disappointment. He is looking at what has been chasing you. He is looking at the pressure that has surrounded you. He is looking at the fear that has been whispering lies into your ears at night. And he is dealing with it. You may not see it yet, but something is shifting. The thing that was chasing you is slowing down. The weight that was pressing on your chest is beginning to lift. Not because the situation has changed overnight, but because God himself has entered into the middle of it. There is a passage in Isaiah that speaks to this so beautifully. It says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned." And notice the language. It doesn't say, if you walk through the fire. It says, when. Because God never promised a life without difficulty. He never promised that the storms would not come. What he promised is that you would not be consumed by them, that the fire would not destroy you, that the flood would not drown you, that the pressure would not crush the life out of you. And I know that some of you have been walking through fire for months now, maybe even years. Financial fire, emotional fire, relational fire, health-related fire. And you have wondered why God has not just taken you out of it, why he has not simply removed the situation altogether. But maybe the answer is not removal. Maybe the answer is his presence inside of it. Because when God is with you in the fire, you come out different. Not weaker but refined. Not broken but rebuilt. Not destroyed but transformed. There is something that happens when you walk through a season of deep pressure with God beside you. You learn things about yourself that you could not have learned any other way. You discover strength you did not know you had. You find a faith that was always there, but never had the chance to grow. And when the fire is over, you will not just be a survivor. You will be someone who knows without a shadow of a doubt that God was there the whole time. Let me share something with you from my own reflection today. I have come to understand that God's timing is not always what we would choose. We want fast relief. We want quick answers. We want the pressure to end immediately. But God is not only concerned with getting us out. He is concerned with who we become in the process. He is shaping something in you right now that will matter later. He is building a foundation of trust that will carry you through seasons you have not yet seen. And I do not say that to dismiss your pain. Your pain is real, but I say it because I want you to understand that this is not wasted time. Every tear you have shed has been recorded. Every prayer you have whispered has been heard. Every moment of doubt you have fought through has been noticed by heaven. And God is not done with your story. There is a chapter coming that you have not read yet. And I believe that chapter contains breakthrough. It contains peace. It contains restoration for everything that was lost and healing for everything that was broken. But it begins with trust. It begins with choosing to believe that even when you cannot see what God is doing, He is still working. That even when the sea is in front of you and the enemy is behind you, He is still making a way. Some of you have been holding on for so long, and no one around you even knows. You smile through the struggle. You encourage others while your own heart is hurting. And I just want to honor that for a moment. That kind of strength is not weakness. That kind of faith is not denial. You have been standing in a storm, and somehow you are still here. You are still breathing. You are still believing. And that is not nothing. That is everything. God has seen how quietly you have endured. He has watched you choose faith when despair would have been easier. He has noticed the nights you prayed with tears running down your face. And He is responding, not with more instructions, not with more requirements, but with intervention. Sometimes the word of the Lord is not, go do something. Sometimes it is simply, be still and let me handle this. And I believe that is the word for many of you today. Stop striving, stop forcing, stop trying to fix what only God can repair. Let Him take over. Let Him lead you through the waters, even if you do not understand the path. Because what He has planned for you on the other side is worth the journey. There is dry ground waiting for you. A place of stability, peace, and clarity that you have not experienced in a long time. And you are going to get there, not by your own strength, not by your own wisdom, but by the hand of the one who opened the sea and called you forward. So today I want to leave you with this. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not invisible to heaven. The Creator of everything that exists has His eyes on you specifically. And He knows your name. He knows your struggle. He knows what keeps you awake at night. And He is not standing on the sidelines. He is in the middle of your situation, doing something you cannot yet see. And when the waters part, and they will part, you will look back and realize that God was working the whole time. That every delay had a purpose. That every closed door was protection. That every season of waiting was preparation. If this message has touched your heart today, I would simply ask that you leave a word in the comments. Not for me, but for someone else who may be scrolling through and needs to see that they are not alone. Let your words become an encouragement to another soul who is going through the same thing. And if you feel led, share this message with someone you know is carrying a heavy burden right now. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give is a reminder that God has not forgotten. This is the Angels Decode channel, and I am grateful that you stayed until the end. Not because of anything I have said, but because your heart was open enough to receive what God wanted to speak to you today. Take a deep breath right now. Let your shoulders drop. Let the tension release from your body. And hear this one last time. You are going to make it. Not because you are strong enough, but because God is faithful enough. He will carry you when you cannot carry yourself. He will fight battles you do not even know are being fought. He will finish what He started in your life, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. Not the fear, not the doubt, not the pressure, not the chaos. None of it gets the final word. Only God does, and His word over your life is good. Rest in that today. Hold on to that when the night feels long. Return to that when the enemy tries to convince you otherwise. You are loved, you are seen, you are held, and you are being led into something beautiful. Walk forward in faith. The sea is opening.